Oh, sorry.
Welcome to Nasdaq TradeTalks. I'm your host, Jill Malandrino, Global Markets Reporter at Nasdaq. We're coming to you live from CES in Las Vegas, Nevada, and joining me for this segment, we have Danny Tomsett, CEO of UneeQ Digital Humans, and we're going to discuss the digital human experience in customer-facing verticals. Danny, it's great to have you with us. Welcome to TradeTalks, and before we get into how the experience is evolving, give us some background on UneeQ.
Yeah, thanks, Jill. So look, UneeQ as a company is always focused on the way that we interact with machines. It needs to be more human. And we saw this opportunity in 2016 as we really invested deep in AI back then, knowing that a lot of use cases that need to really help people, whether it be sales, customer service, whether it be healthcare, even training and education, there's this way that we will only be able to adapt that type of technology if we can just be ourselves, be more human, talk naturally, interact like we are doing right now, instead of trying to learn how to be more like a machine, right? And so UneeQ really focused in on how do we create interfaces that feel natural, human, and are frictionless for anyone to use.
Yeah. And there's a couple points that you made there. Leveraging AI since 2016. I mean, it's become part of the consumer vernacular since generative AI made its appearance in November 2022. But the fact is, this technology has been around, and you're building the structure around it. What I think is also interesting when you think of customer-facing verticals, you hit one to get XYZ, or you go online and it's almost like a Clippy kind of experience. But now it's becoming more personalized and not a one-size-fits-all solution.
Totally.
So to see how this is no longer a concept, we're living with this and it's being integrated, is pretty incredible.
Yeah, I mean the acceleration that we're experiencing now is like nothing I've ever experienced in my lifetime. But yeah, working in AI very early, we were starting to understand the fundamentals of what was really important to how people will adopt AI and what AI needs to be useful. And we invested a lot of time around the how, hoping that the what, being how smart will the technology be, how will it understand, how will it be able to take huge data sets and provide meaningful insights. That's the what, but the how is still, how do I experience that? How do I be me in a moment and have that feel hyper-personalized and useful in the delivery of information, not just the access to information.
See, and I think that's a smart way to approach it versus just having AI for AI's sake, but you're looking at a specific problem to solve. So when you say like an AI digital human, what does that look like? Is it a robot? Is it an avatar? What differentiates that experience?
Yeah, so the way we define digital human is really a real-time interactive character. Now it could look like you and I, it could look like a character from a movie, the Geico Gecko. It doesn't necessarily have to be lifelike in its image, but it does need to have a personality, and it does need to understand language and conversation in real time as you interact. And the reason why that's really important is because the way that we apply this technology, it's really designed so that if you have what I call like an interaction problem to solve, so the difference between maybe a transaction problem would be like an FAQ, just one question. An interaction problem will be, I'm really thinking about going on holiday, but I really don't know where I'm going to go. I'd like to talk about things I enjoy, and then back and forward conversation takes place, right? Or I'm trying to buy a new laptop and I know nothing about tech. How do I understand my needs to the solution with just normal human talk? I don't know what a GPU is or memory or CPU, right? I just want to say, my kids play Minecraft, I need to do spreadsheets. That's how we talk normally. And that's really why digital humans in real time need to be so good at being quick, having personality, and making you feel comfortable to engage that back and forward like an interaction.
That is such a perfect example. I mean, I cover tech, but I'm not a tech guru by any means. And when you check these things off where, here's 3 different solutions, check off what means the most to you, some of it's Greek to me. I don't even know what I'm checking off. So that's a game changer. You're also collaborating with an airline with your technology. So again, this goes back to this is how it's used in real life. Tell us about that.
Yeah, I mean, for us, we've really focused on Fortune 500 companies and companies that really trying to differentiate through better customer experience,
Right.
but also there's a customer journey, their customers, their journey has some level of sometimes complexity to it, right? So an airline, some things can be really simple, but some things can be really hard. And so working with airlines, we're really focused on how do we make a hard experience, like changing flight times, trying to understand which airport to maybe divert through when your flight's been cancelled. All these kind of things are harder challenges, and it also comes with feeling and emotion. And I think this is super important for what we do, because as humans we have feelings, but most IT systems are based on logic, not feeling. And a feeling in that example would be high anxiety, stress, the fear of the unknown. So how do you deal with that? Well, a digital human can actually show up and say, hey, I'm really sorry you're going through this right now. It's tough, but don't worry, we're going to take care of it. That reassurance could change your experience completely.
Yeah. Well, can you deploy these in people's homes to manage meltdowns and so forth? That would be amazing. Let's talk about the company in terms of what's next, right? I understand you're going through a fundraising round. What will that allow you to do? What's next in terms of the growth trajectory?
Yeah, I think now we've moved out of that research and development phase.
Right.
We're really working with hundreds of customers now. For us, it's scaling, and we're really going deep into use cases where we know this technology works great. Training is a big area for our customers. We're helping customers from education do simulation with digital humans and learn through practice. So that's perfect for sales, recruitment, HR, even working with universities and students. So that they have new ways of learning where the old systems may not have worked well for them. All the way through to, like we've talked about, sales and customer care. So how do we help people along the journey make decisions that where a lot of emotions often involved, and how do we deal with emotions?
Right. It's amazing. Even just, it's our third year covering the event, and this used to kind of be like the EV hall to showcase like really cool cars. And all these technologies that were concepts are now being applied across multiple verticals, multiple industries. It's not just EVs. We have, Corning. We have tractor companies. We have a fire engineer. All of the automotive tech innovation that we use every day. It's becoming a real thing now, and it happened really quick. I feel like over the past 12 to 18 months, where concept is now. This is what life is going to look like.
Totally.
It really stuck out to me this year. Would you agree?
100%. I mean, you're talking to a guy in 2016 that was trying to convince everyone AI was going to be part of everyday life, and the way we interact with machines was going to be the same way we interact with people, and interfaces would change. And people laughed at me back in there, right? But I tell you, now it's so accepted. If you go around everywhere in CES, the interface is now either language driven or visually with avatars, the way that people are expecting machines to obviously take more ownership, more intelligence, like self-driving, drones and delivery. It's a crazy world
You can feel the
we're about
vibe
to
here
go.
this year.
Totally.
It definitely has been a shift. All right, we appreciate the insight, Danny. Thanks for joining us on Trade Talks, and thanks for joining me from CES. I'm Jill Malandrino, Global Market